and Linwood Rose. The 10 metre mark, 20 metre mark has come forward. Miners Rose and Super Spreader. The 30 metre tape about to be drawn. Miners Rose turns away as I spoke. Balcomore Meg comes into line with Dunmore Lad. Eiley de Roy a little backward there. Mr Belmont on the outside. Jeffrey Glenn a little towy at the front, set, and they're racing in the first. By golly, Mr Belmont, that cost him the race. He reared at the start. The best away was Linwood Rose from the front with Red River Valley and Jeffrey Glenn. They got away smartly, and Red River Valley goes up to take on, it's gone out of gallop, clean out of its gear on the home turn on the first occasion. With 1,800 metres left to run, Red River Valley's gone back through the field. He's got it back in its gear now. As they sort themselves properly into stride, Linwood Rose, the pilot, by 3 parts of a length to Balcomore Meg up on its outside. Going up 3 wide now to try and take the lead in the early stages is Lewis on Dunmore Lad, and they're followed then back on the fence now by Linwood Rose. Red River Valley's got going and pacing nicely now, followed a length and a half to Jeffrey Glenn. As they race past the judge, Super Spreader was back 4th last with Miners Rose. Second last in the event was Eiley de Roy, and last of all Mr Belmont making up ground at the 1,500. Out of the straight they go now, 1,400 metres left to go, and Balcomore Meg the pilot by 3/4 of a length to Dunmore Lad. It's outside, followed by Linwood Rose getting a nice trail. They're followed 1 by 1 to Red River Valley. Miners Rose, the stablemate, is up on the inside of Jeffrey Glenn. They're followed then by Super Spreader on the inside of Eiley de Roy, and then came Mr Belmont. He's made up a lot of ground. 1,200 metres left to go now, and it's still Balcomore Meg, the leader from Dunmore Lad. It's outside, and he's giving a ton of cheek. They're followed then by Linwood Rose on the inside rail. Then came Red River Valley on its outside in the 1-1 position, and beautifully positioned going down the back at the 1,000. They're followed by Miners Rose, locked away on the fence. Jeffrey Glenn has 1 out and 3 back, and nice and handy with 900 to go. Super Spreader is going forward, and so too Eiley de Roy. That puts Super Spreader in a pocket, and they're followed by Mr Belmont back at the tail end of them. 800 to go. Balcomore Meg has been there from the outset and is doing a good job. She bowls along about 3/4 of a length to Dunmore Lad on its outside. Linwood Rose is tucked away on the fence with the run of the race, followed by Red River Valley. Eiley de Roy, the stablemate, has come into it with a big run on the 600 metre mark. They're followed then by Miners Rose with absolutely nowhere to go. Jeffrey Glenn is going forward, followed by Super Spreader, and last of all Mr Belmont. He's gone. They come down over the hill now, 500 metres left to go, and this one Balcomore Meg has given a ton of cheek. It's Balcomore Meg from Dunmore Lad. They're followed by Eiley de Roy on the outside challenging. Linwood Rose has done a good job to be up there on the fence, and she's still got the bit. They're followed then by Red River Valley, and hooked very wide on the corner is Jeffrey Glenn, and they're followed by Super Spreader. He's gone. They come around the turn, 200 to go now. Balcomore Meg, the leader from Dunmore Lad. They're followed by Red River Valley into the picture when it's all over, and Miners Rose. It's still Balcomore Meg with 100 metres to go. Dunmore Lad is trying hard on the outside. They're followed by Jeffrey Glenn coming home fast. Balcomore Meg just the leader. Jeffrey Glenn is grabbing all of them. Jeffrey Glenn got up from Balcomore Meg. Third home would have been Dunmore Lad or Red River Valley, or possibly they went over in a line. It was Miners Rose, Red River Valley. Then came Linwood Rose back on the fence. That was a big run, followed by Super Spreader, and last home will be Mr Belmont. And Balcomore Meg, and there's a photo. 2-4. Morrison Pace, 1735. Morrison Pace over 2,050 metres for 28 to 25 class paces. The 3-year-old number 1 Jeffrey Glenn. Jeffrey Glenn is owned by M. Keeler and S. Keeler, a brown gelding, 3 years by Omega Valley from Pagara Shadow, a locally bred horse, trained and driven by ID Styles in a magnificent victory. Second home was number 7 Balcomore Meg, driven by DJ Hamer, been very unlucky. Third, number 3 Red River Valley, R.N. Morrison. He's failed to win in the race named after his father once again. And number 5, the stablemate, officially 4th, Miners Rose, driven by G.J. Marnie. The time for the event, 2:50.24. Quamby just here. Gunya Lad the outside. Now Gunya Lad not quite in the gates. The attendants trying to hold him up. They're set and they're racing. Pretty even start too. Quamby Jess a little slow to begin down near the inside. Amber Lace inclined to pull early. The best away was Carriet Classic, and from the outside, looking for the inside rail, was Gunya Lad, and he's pulling his arms out at the judge on the first occasion, and Dollard can't hold Bouverie Diamond any slower either. As they race out of the straight, 1,500 metres left to go. Golly, these blokes are going to have sore arms or long ones. It's Bouverie Diamond, the leader by 3 lengths. Gunya Lad pulling his arms out. They're followed on the fence by Carriet Classic. Up on the outside went Mystify. 2 lengths away came Quamby Jess on the inside of Amber Lace. They race up towards Taliva Lodge, 1,250 metres left to go, and Bouverie Diamond the pilot, and he can't hold it any slower. It leads by 4 lengths to Gunya Lad on the inside of Mystify going forward. They're followed back on the fence by Carriet Classic, and going forward around the outside of the field is Quamby Jess, followed then by Carriet Classic, who dropped back to last, and Amber Lace has gone up into 4th posse. They run down the back now, 900 metres left to go, and Bouverie Diamond the leader by a length and a half to Mystify up on the outside, followed then by Gunya Lad on the fence. They're followed then going around the outside, still 3 wide I think on Johnson's Corner is Amber Lace, and then came Quamby Jess back on the rails. They come around Johnson's Corner now, 600 metres left to go, and Mystify from last week moves up on the outside to tackle. It's Mystify dashing to the front, coming over the hill. Mystify by 3/4 of a length to Bouverie Diamond. They're followed by Gunya Lad into the picture with Carriet Classic, and then came Quamby Jess 4 lengths away, and Amber Lace at the tail end of them. They come round to the home turn now, and Bouverie Diamond's got a break on them. It's Bouverie Diamond by a length and a half. On the inside now is Carriet Classic coming home with a withering burst. Carriet Classic took the lead, the outsider. Carriet Classic dashed away with a 50 to go, and you can put away your glasses. Carriet Classic's going to win on the steel. It's Carriet Classic by a length and a half. Bouverie Diamond second. I'd say Mystify got third, or possibly Gunya Lad, followed then by Quamby Jess in second last placing, and last home Amber Lace. The D&W Electrical Handicap, 1,600 metres, the winner, number 3, Carriet Classic. Carriet Classic is raced by G.W. Fleming and Mrs. J.A. O'Toole. The Chestnut Gelding, 3 years, by Danger's Hour from Royal Karui. The horse is trained by G. Fleming at Curry and was ridden by P. McLean. Second home, number 6, which was Bouverie Diamond, the rider D. Dollard. Third, number 1, the Now the mobile rolling down near the 1,800 metre mark. Merchant Hal in number 6. Me main man is back behind the line. Best Bet up on the fence. I reckon Dark Circle will be the best bet in this at the moment. Sherwin Court pacing nicely a day away. Best Bet on the inside of them. Dark Circle, Merchant Hal. Mobile picks up speed now, 1,609 metres. The King Island Club Mobile, stand by for a start. Set now. They make a good line and they're off and racing. The light goes on and the gates close, and Merchant Hal whips in behind them. Me main man got away like a bullet. They're followed by Best Bet challenging on the rails. A day away will keep Sherwin Court out 3 wide. They're followed then by Dark Circle up in search of the lead at the 1,400 metre mark. They race out with 13.50 left to go, and Me main man the pilot, Dark Circle in the death. They're followed by Best Bet racing up on the inside of them. A day away's gone up 1 by 1, followed then by Sherwin Court, and Merchant Hal is second last back on the rails. They race out the back now, 1,200 metres left to go in the King Island Club Mobile, and it's a crackerjack pace. Me main man the leader. Me main man Dark Circle up on the outside running second. There followed Best Bet the rails. 1 by 1 is a day away, and a beautiful posse followed then going around the outside of Merchant Hal is Sherwin Court, improving his position with 1,000 to go. They pack up down the back, 1,000 out, and Dark Circle goes up to challenge Me main man, and Graham Marnie keeps keeps him wide. There followed then Best Bet the rails. A day away is tucked away on the outside of them in a beautiful posse, and there's no change in the order. They're followed by Sherwin Court now on the outside of Merchant Hell. They come around Johnson's corner, and these two are giving a ton of cheek, and the little fellow Dark Circle dash to the front on Johnson's corner. It's Dark Circle from Me Main Man. They're followed then by Best Bet on the rails. A day away is beautifully possession. Then came Merchant Hell on the inside of Sherwin Court, and he's going very fast at the Merchant Hell. They come over the hill now, 400 metres left to go, and Smoky McHugh, the oldest, the cunningest and the best driver on the island, he runs down to the home turn with Dark Circle, a length and a half clear. Me Main Man is second. Third is Day Away on the outside of Best Bet, pulled off the fence and coming around them. Then came Merchant Hell into the picture. They turned the corner. Dark Circle the leader, Me Main Man the insider, and then came Best Bet, and down the outside came Merchant Hell. It's a Dark Circle just in front. Best Bet is gobbling him up, and then came Merchant Hell into the picture. Dark Circle just in front. Best Bet grabbing him on the line. Best Bet got up. Best Bet, you beauty, he said. Best Bet the winner from Dark Circle. Third home Merchant Hell, a big run. They're followed by A Day Away, and then came Me Main Man, and last home was Sherwin Court. 1562 the numbers, and the time, oh, you've got to be joking, 208.32. 28.32. So they're only 2 seconds outside the record, held by Toby Tobias. How'd you go? So good. That's all right. Just watch out while he does this. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the King Island Club Mobile over 1,609 metres for 24 and better class horses, number 1 Best Bet. Best Bet is owned by B.L. Johnston, P.A. Johnson, a bay or brown gelding, 6 years. By Windshield Wiper from Fair Exchange, trained and driven by B.L. Johnston. His first win this season. Congratulations, Barry. Second home, number 5 Dark Circle, driven by F.J. McHugh. Third, 6 Merchant Hell, a big run, driven by A.J. Lewis, and officially fourth, 2 A Day Away, driven by Robbie Lee. The time for the event, 208.32. Just waiting on Count Sierra. Now Count Sierra moves up, the starter on his platform. Stand by for a start in the John Curtin Handicap, 2,200 metres, a Class 6 event, this one. Set now. Starter not happy. One backing away, racing this time, very, very good start. Looney's Girl drops in behind them early. Euroa Bay got away fairly well, and he'll lead on, settling down from Silver Reward. They're followed by Neon up on the outside of them. About 3 lengths away came Lady Gunya, followed by Count Sierra, and a length and a half away last was Looney's Girl. They come down towards the home turn on the first occasion, and Daring Tactics by Larkins. He takes the top weight out to lead. It's Silver Reward leading 3 lengths to Euroa Bay on the inside of Neon. Count Sierra going up, looking for the lead in the straight on the first occasion. They're followed back on the fence at that stage by Lady Gunya, and Looney's Girl pulling fairly hard at the judge on the first occasion. They go past the judge, 1,600 to go, and Count Sierra the leader on the outside of Silver Reward, followed by Neon on the outside of Euroa Bay on the fence. They're followed by Looney's Girl second last, and last of all is Lady Gunya. Out of the straight past Butler's Lodge they run with 1,250 metres left to go, and Count Sierra still the leader. It's Count Sierra a neck to Silver Reward, it's inside. They're followed then by Neon going forward around the outside of the 1,200 metre marker. It's Neon burling up into third placing, followed by Euroa Bay a length and a half away in fourth place. Looney's Girl is nice and handy at the crossing, and they're followed by Lady Gunya down the back 1,000 metres out, and Silver Reward the leader from Count Sierra, it's outside. They're followed 2.5 lengths away to Neon, followed then by Looney's Girl. Then came Lady Gunya around Euroa Bay on Johnson's corner. They come around Johnson's now, 700 metres left to go, and these two have had it in their keeping from the outset. Count Sierra the outsider and Silvery Water on the inside, followed then by Neon. Then came Looney's Girl into the picture, followed by Lady Gunya, and 5 lengths away came Euroa Bay. They come down towards the home turn, 400 metres left to go, and Larkins takes off on the favourite. It's Silvery Ward by a length and a half to Count Sierra. A length and a half away came Looney's Girl going up along the inside. She got a dream run on the rails. They're followed then by Neon and then Lady Gunya. Silvery Ward the leader with 150 to go. He's still got hold of him. You can put away your glasses. This horse is racing away. He's going to win on the steel again. And Silvery Ward races home to win by 2 lengths to Looney's Girl. Third home was Count Sierra, a pretty good run. They were followed fourth by Neon. 5 lengths away came Lady Gunya, and last home Euroa Bay. Presenting the winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the John Curtin Handicap, number 1 Silver Reward. Silver Reward is raced by Mr. and Mrs. H.J. Lynch, a chestnut gelding, 5 years by Northern Reward from That's All. Trained by H.J. Lynch at Curry and ridden by Shane Larkins. Carried top weight of 65 kilos. Second home, number 2 Looney's Girl, ridden by Dee McCarthy. Third, number 5, Count Sierra, ridden by David Dollard. And officially fourth was number 4 Neon, ridden by G. Russell. The time for the event 2:22.73, which is only 3 seconds outside the record. Off the front, now they line up. McGowan back behind them. Now, one turned away there, and that's Buck Miss. Piece of Rhythm comes up on the outside. McGowan faces up at the 20-metre tape. He's the back marker. Now Buck Miss stands up. She rears, swings round. Now let's have a look. They've got to start. The starters let them go, and Buck Miss hasn't interfered with anything. Actually, Jones has got her going pretty well now. She's in a gear and pacing nicely. Drag the Kate got away well off the front marker, and Mystery Hit got away very fast. Linwood Marcus, I nearly called it Linwood Rose. Marcus Haller's up on the fence running a nice sort of a racer, and at the 1800 metre mark, Karingal Magic is 1 out and 2 back, second last, or third last. Second last is Piece of Rhythm, and last of all McGowan. They race up the straight now, 1700 metres left to go, and Jones is going to try and lead in the death. It's Buck Miss, the leader from Drag the Kate, the inside. They're followed by Mystery Hit, 1 by 1 in a beautiful posse. Hamer goes up with Marcus Hall on the fence. They're followed by Karingal Magic, 1 out and 2 back with the run of the racer. Then came Piece of Rhythm second last, and last of all came McGowan. They race out now, 1500 metres left to go, and there's no change in the order. It's on the inside, Drag the Kate from Buck Miss on its outside. They're followed by Marcus Hall up on the inside of Mystery Hit, followed then by Karingal Magic, and then came Piece of Rhythm, followed by McGowan down at the tail end of them. They race out past Taliva Lodge, 1250 to go now, and it's still Drag the Kate, the leader from Buck Miss. It's outside, but there's absolutely nothing covering them. They're followed then, going up very fast around the field at that stage. Karingal Magic, followed then back on the fence at that stage by Marcus Hall, and they're followed then by Piece of Rhythm, and McGowan back at the tail end of them. Mystery Hit was the one that went up a little closer to Buck Miss as they go over the crossing. 1,000 metres out now, and Drag the Kate, the leader from Buck Miss. A length and a half away came Mystery Hit in a beautiful posse, followed then by Marquis. Then came on the outside, 1 by 1 was Karingal Magic, followed a length and a half away to Piece of Rhythm, and they're followed by McGowan down at the tail. They've got 800 metres left to go now, and Drag the Kate has still got a nose in front of Buck Miss on its outside. They're followed by Mystery Hit in a nice posse. About 3/4 of a length away came Marquis Hall on the inside of Karingal Magic as they sprint. They're followed then by Piece of Rhythm coming into it, and then came McGowan down at the tail. He's still at the tail end of them, and it looks like he's going to have a big job to win from there. They come over the hill now, and GTP Martin goes up and challenges on Mystery. It's Mystery Hit going up to challenge Buck Miss. Drag the Kate down on the fence. They're followed by Piece of Rhythm coming very fast around the field with danger. They're followed by Karingal Magic with absolutely nowhere to go, and then came McGowan into the picture. They turn the corner by golly, what a race this is going to be. Mystery Hit, the leader on the outside. Piece of Rhythm is tackling. They're followed by Buck Miss. She's gone. Piece of Rhythm, the leader. Piece of Rhythm takes on Mystery Hitter. It's Piece of Rhythm starting to draw away. He won this one last year. And Piece of Rhythm won by a length, the Mystery Hit. Third home was Kringle Magic, followed then by McGowan, a good run. Then came Drag the Cape, followed by Buck Miss. And last of all was Marquis Hal. 5-7 the numbers in the Tasmania Harness Racing Board Encouragement Stakes. The time 2:52.92. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Tasmania Harness Racing Board Encouragement Stakes, number 6, Piece of Rhythm. Piece of Rhythm is owned by Ian Johnson, a chestnut gelding, 8 years, by Peace Talk from Rhythm and Blues. Trained by I. Johnson and driven by his lovely wife Jan. Second home, number 4, Mystery Hit, GTP Martin. Third, 5, Kringle Magic, I. Styles. Officially fourth was number 7, McGowan, R. Muir. The time 2:52.92. Now Bronze Opal, the only one to go in on the outside. 1400 metres this race. Stand by for a start. They're set. Bronze Opal inclined to rear, and Lockett's trying to hold him down in the stalls. The attendant's doing a great job there, keeping the horse steady. Starter holds them. He tries to go through the front gate. Now he settles. He gets head on the side. Up he goes again. Heavenly Flyer stands well on the inside. Heavenly Flyer and Somerville Flyer ran first and second in this last week. Set racing, great even start too. El Capran a little slow to begin. One that got away very fast was Heavenly Flyer on the inside, and so too did Balance. They're followed by Bronze Opal going up in search of the lead early, and he takes off. Off he goes, Ronnie Lockett on Bronze Opal. He's going to make him pay for rearing in the gates, and away he goes, and there goes El Capran. El Capran takes off at 100 miles an hour over the crossing, and a clear leader. It's El Capran a length to Bronze Opal. Moving up on the outside is Balance. They're followed by Heavenly Flyer with the run of the race. 3 lengths away came Somerville Flyer, and they're followed by 2 Collect. They go round Johnson's corner, 700 metres left to go, and El Capran the leader by 3/4 of a length to Bronze Opal and Balanced. They're followed by Heavenly Flyer when they sprinted at the 600. Then came Somerville Flyer into the picture, and they're followed by 2 Collect. They come over the hill, 500 metres left to go, and Bronze Opal from El Capran. El Capran, Bronze Opal has nothing covering them. They're followed then by Heavenly Flyer down near the inside. A length and a half away came Somerville Flyer, and they're followed by 2 Collect. They turn the corner, 200 out, and Bronze Opal the leader with El Capran on the inside. El Capran a nose in front from Bronze Opal, and Heavenly Flyer down the outside, and Somerville Flyer splitting them. 100 metres left to go. Heavenly Flyer dashed away, and Heavenly Flyer, it's Heavenly Flyer by a length and a half. Oh, tight. I reckon Somerville Flyer and Bronze Opal have dead heated. They're followed by Balanced, and the stablemates 2 Collect and El Capran came in last. Oh, it's very, very tight between 4 and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, 3, 4 and 1 a dead heat. And officially fourth was number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the well done Tom Wilshire. The Tom Wilshire Sprint Handicap, a Class 5 event, over 1400 metres, the winner, number 3, Heavenly Flyer. Heavenly Flyer is LAEA's and S. Iron Decisis and R. Rossmine's chestnut mare. She's 5 years by Sky Dream from Cardinal Charm. Trained by J.L. Keys and ridden by Tony Simpson. Second, a dead heat. Number 4, Bronze Opal, R. Lockett, and number 1, Somerville Flyer, P.J. McLean. A dead heat for second. Third, number 4, which was 2 Collect, ridden by David Dollard. Where are we?
4 and 1 was a dead heat.
Oh, sorry, number 2. Officially fourth was number 2. I've got it mixed up myself now. That was Balanced, ridden by Mrs. J. Johnson. And of course, we don't have too many horses in there at the first, second, third and fourth stall. A dead heat between Somerville Flyer and Bronze Opal. Number 2, Balanced, ridden by Mrs. J. Johnson, was officially fourth. The time 1:26.35.